So, good morning, sweetheart. I hope you're doing amazing. My sweet, sweet sweetheart. So, hello, everybody. As you know, if you watch any of my videos, oh, hang on, mosquito on my arm. It is a beautiful, sticky Florida morning here. My favorite time to hack up bananas. This is the FHIA 3 Sweetheart banana right here. This is a mother corm that fruited for me this year. Gave me a nice bunch. And this is actually one of my top 5, top 10 bananas. Definitely a good one. Of course, like I said, it's an FHIA banana out of the breeding programs. And it is supposed to be, was selected out as a cooking banana. But it is a horrible cooking banana. But it is a very, very good fresh eating banana. It is deliciously sweet, and it has the lightest, kind of fluffiest banana flesh. It's like cotton candy, just biting into it and just gives away, kind of melting, but so fluffy and soft, super sweet. Very, very good banana. Like I said, tops on my list, and one that I grow. Sorry, mosquitoes are out this morning. One that I grow multiple plants of, which out of all the bananas that I grow, there aren't many that I plant everywhere, but Sweetheart is one of them. I plant this whenever I can, and I propagate it whenever I can because it is, like I said, one of my favorite bananas. Now, again, out of the breeding program, they're out of the program, the FHI breeding program. One of the issues that a lot of those selections suffer from is they do not sucker much. And this is one of those. This sucker here actually came off of that mother corm there. And I'm going to attempt to get them to give me more suckers to be able to propagate this variety. Because naturally on their own, this is the spent mother, this is the sucker. That is literally all that it would have produced. They do not sucker much at all. Another one where you're lucky to get a replacement off your mother corm. Sometimes they don't even send up a replacement. And I've grown this one for quite a few years. I believe it was the first true to type FHI, banana that I got. And I almost lost it when I first received it because my main plant fruited and it did not sucker for me at all. So, very hard to sucker, very unwilling to sucker, which is one of the reasons why they are not very common. And I don't think this one's really grown commercially anywhere, which is a shame because, like I said, it's a very tasty, very hearty banana. And as far as I know, I've never seen tissue cultures for this variety. So, yeah, Sweetheart. She's one that you don't see too often. Now, the plant's short and stocky. It's got a nice, beautiful green stalk. Really dark green compared to some of the other varieties out of the breeding program group. I talk about the FHI group, it's 1 through 27 or whatever they have. That's what I'm referring to, guys. And, Goldfinger, Mona Lisa, all those. And, yeah, where is that? Lost my train of thought there. The goats and everybody hear me talking. They were like, why aren't we getting fed? But, yeah, so this is not a very common one. And, let's see. It is about anywhere from 6 to 8 feet. Doesn't really get much taller than that. Never had it much taller for that than me. It is a very stocky banana. Gets nice thick stalks on it. And one of the most poor soil, drought tolerant out of the FHIA group. These guys do very well in dry, poor, sandy, crappy soils. One of the best out of that group. And you can see the roots on there. I don't know if you've seen some other videos, you can see what I'm talking about by thin, wiry roots versus thick, juicy roots. And these have really thick, fat, juicy roots. No nematode damage or anything, but you can see the difference on some banana varieties, the different root structures that they have. And this has been drying here since yesterday when I dug it up. And, tough, thick roots. And these go out for 10, 15 feet on these guys, which helps and lends to that really, really good drought, dry, and poor soil tolerance. They've got really good roots on them. They'll send out these thick cables, and then they will send out the little hairs everywhere. See them? When these were dug up yesterday and washed off, these are just, looks like a, I don't know what you want to call it, but just tons of very, very fine root hairs all over them. And you can see a little bit of it right there. And these are just covered, and that lends to that right there, you can see, to that really, really awesome, outstanding poor soil and dry soil tolerance, because those roots are just there to pick up every bit of moisture and all the nutrition that they can find. So, yeah, get that out of the way. Very poor soil and drought tolerant, dry soil tolerant, interchange his words there. Very, very good tasting fruit. Very short, stocky banana. Cold tolerance on these guys is really, really good. They can take a light frost with no damage. And if they do freeze back, again, they're just, they grow extremely fast. And those stalks tend to get so thick that even if you lose a few outer sheaves, they come right back and fruit no problem. So definitely one that you should be growing. And it's not very common for some reason. Like I said, a lot of people, even if you look it up on the internet, it is still labeled as a cooking banana. So I think that throws a lot of people off. But it is 100% not a cooking banana at all. It is full-on dessert banana. That's it. So, yeah, like I said, trying to propagate this, stabbing my sweetheart right there. And hopefully stressing it out, digging up this mother corm, I can get some of these buds to mature for me. I'll cut this up, trim it up some, stick it with some peat moss, and really give it some good, pump it full of nitrogen, some good fertilizer, and hopefully get some of these buds to swell, and hopefully get more plants. So that's Sweetheart, guys. Just, doing these little talks for you as I am in a propagating mood. I'm going through all of my banana collection and making more of them. So that is why I've been making so many videos of you guys just staring at clumps of roots and me chatting a bit about them, because it is very hard to find accurate information on a lot of these varieties. And if you don't grow them yourself, there's no way of getting that knowledge, because the internet is full of misinformation, which, like this one, it being a cooking plantain. That's what it was bred for, but it is not what it is. It's got some, bluggo genetics in it, but definitely nowhere near cooking. It's horrible for cooking. The flesh is just too fluffy. You do not cook with this. This is an amazing dessert banana, which you would never know unless you grew it yourself. And like I said, I've been running around propagating a lot of bananas. Things are going a little interesting in the world, and I am personally propagating bananas because they're so easy to grow, even in less than ideal environments. They're super easy to just stick in, give them a little care, and you get so much out of them. Leaves go to the animals, you get fruit out of them. And I am really hoping to up my production of bananas and to be able to sell that fruit locally, because even though these aren't a plantain, most bananas are great for eating green, or you ripen them up and you eat them fresh. And I think they are perfect candidates for more local production, especially these shorter types that are under 10 feet tall, which is a lot of the good varieties. It is nothing to build hot houses or high tunnels, even throughout Florida, throughout the country, and produce something that's very recognizable, very tasty, very productive, and very easy to grow. And that is actually what I'm doing. I would really, really like to be able to produce bananas locally, in every county pretty much. I sell Namwal like crazy, and 3640s. Those are in extremely high demand, and I have zero issue getting literally almost $1 a banana, especially on some of the larger types like the 3640, which are a pound in of themselves. That is literally, I get an 80-pound bunch. I'm making $80 a bunch, which is not bad. And off each clump, and if I've got 300 clumps, or, do the math, it is very, and, that is my goal. And you guys are helping me. I'm going to have to make another video on this. Not very many people are going to see this. And I'll have to talk a little bit more about it. I'm hoping to be able to, crazy dreams of taking on Chiquita and Dole and having my bananas all over the place, right? That's an interesting goal, huh? But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you here. If you have watched this far, thank you very much. If you are looking for an FHIA 3 Sweetheart, look my way. They are amazing bananas. Top 10. Very likely, top 5 for me. One of my favorites. And, grow food, guys. Grow easy, productive, delicious, nutritious, bananas right here. FHIA 3 Sweetheart. As usual, crappy ass videos. But I love you guys. Thank you for the support. Keep watching. Check out the links below. Grow food. See you later.